Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. In our last mission, we took on a boss, so while everybody's kind of recouping from that, we're going to be embarking on one of our lower level missions. We've got here a medium length level 1 explorer mission. The rewards for it are some critical dice, which is a little bit terrifying due to some past experience with them. But I think we could do a party like this. So we're going to have 2 level 1s, 2 level 0s. That'll be kind of interesting. I'd like to see if maybe we could keep a grave robber alive for any length of time whatsoever. That'd be quite the accomplishment indeed. Go ahead and pop into our provisioning screen. We do lose a slot here to our doggy treats. This is going to be a medium mission. We've got plenty of gold right now. I don't see any problem bringing an excess amount of food. Let's see if we can actually remember to bring along shovels this time. Maybe even a third one. And then we're heading into the Weald. So I'm thinking maybe 2 and 3. And then torches about so. Then why not? We'll go ahead and grab one of the less used curio interaction-y things. See if they're able to pay for themselves or not. Alright. Torches. Check. Shovels. Check. Food. Check. I think we're going to be okay. Alright. We'll go ahead and head in here. A well-placed supply item. I think that it's taunting me. That's what it's doing right now. Reminding me of all of my ill-conceived journeys in which I have forgotten something. Very glad the last episode didn't turn out horribly due to the lack of shovels.
Paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Alright, we need to get 90% of the rooms, so we can avoid something. I'm thinking we just do that for the quick backtrack. We could pop up, wind around, wind down, and then go like all the way up. We'll skip that room. Maybe if we get a scout while we're over here that tells us of a better path, we might take it instead. Let's go ahead and get a move on and see how things turn out. And that's a great start. Go ahead and have her take 6 damage right off the bat. We're going to cure that, as that's a little more than I want to see. Some left luggage. It has a lock on it, so we did bring a key.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Alright, no otherworldly corruption. Okay, let's just worry about worldly corruption. Okay, no fight. My game plan here, we've got a frontline attacker, we've got our Vestal in the 4th slot, and then we're going to do a little bit of a dancing around as our, okay, let's see. This is bandages. The spiderweb one is bandages, the not spiderwebbed one is anti-venom. Okay, we've got a trinket, a little bit of gold, a little bit of gems. So the plan here, we're going to have our grave robber doing a little like shadow fade dance. Grave robber and our houndmaster can both do a pretty decent job from the 2nd or 3rd slot without too much trouble. I'm going to start off with flashing daggers here though. If we could then immediately get like a really good hounds... Oh my god. That's kind of the opposite of a really good Hounds Harry. That was like a really terrible Hounds Harry. We're spreading blight throughout the party. Lovely. And a stun. Okay. Things are working out well. Tell you what, that can do 4 to 8. I'm gonna go ahead and do that there. She'll heal herself. We'll get rid of one guy who hasn't acted yet this turn. And then let's pop off an Iron Swan.
Begone,
on the
fiend.
back line who would otherwise be a little bit hard for us to fight. And then
As the
got a
fiend
kill there.
falls,
Okay.
a faint hope
All right.
blossoms.
This went pretty well, all things considered. Speaking too soon. 4 to 8. It can kill. It did not kill, but it could have. It could have.
How quickly the
Web's not
tide
so bad. The
turns.
crit and stress of the crit was actually kind of the worst part of that. Besides the Hound's Harry that totally whiffed there at the very beginning, things went
Confidence surges as
pretty
the enemy
well.
crumbles.
I think if we could have gotten that
Trifling
early
victory.
bleed on them,
But a
though.
victory nonetheless.
Just 1 and 1. 250 gold. Let's see, what options would we have here? I could, like, medicinal herb his poison away. And we'll have her check out a coffin. I don't want to use up the shovel. Just check it out. We'll just check it out. Okay, just a little bit of gold. It's probably for the best. Alright. My thought there was that a combination of flashing daggers and the Hound's Harry would have been enough to eliminate the middle 2 ranks. Unfortunately, my Hound's Harry decided that it was just going to whiff completely. Beyond that, though, I'd say the fight went pretty well. Okay, again, this is bandages. Alright, nice. Glad it's stuff that's all stacking for us. Let's go ahead and pop a torch there. We're going to be pretty quick to use torches in the early part of the dungeon, just so that we can get rid of that
the light
stack,
gains purchase,
honestly.
Spirits are lifted,
Okay.
and purpose is made clear.
The improved scouting chance is also not lost on us. We got 2 fights here. One in the hallway, and then one in the coming room. Alright, and the ectoplasms can either go really well or really poorly. Let's see if we could get a stun right off the bat. And then it's not a beast, so we'll let him do that. Gonna let nobody's really, he's stunned. 4 to 8. Can I act before him? That would be... Nope, I can't. Ah, crap. Alright. I was thinking real hard, because I wanted to prevent exactly this scenario, whereby these guys are able to start throwing out cytokinesises at me. Oh well. That helps us get ahead of the curve, though. And almost 2 HP left. Okay. No problem. No problem at all. Hopefully that debuff runs out by the time we get to the next fight.
They can be beaten.
Right. Got another locked chest dropped along the way. We'll just go ahead and have her check it out. It was trapped. Oh man, come on! 6. That's too much damage to just take. Okay. Get up to here, be able to clear an inventory slot by using a torch, and then prepare for the next fight. I'm gonna jinx myself, of course, but we've surprisingly taken very little damage here. And the bleed. Yep, okay, jinxing myself. That's what I'm doing. Bleed, 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 bleed. Okay, these guys can all be bled.
Well struck.
Oh, and they can all be bled. Even one of them was a crit. 1 for 3, 1 for 3, 1 for 5. That guy's was a crit. Not the absolute most amazing damage, but my assumption here, I'm just going to continuously kind of Hound's Harry and hopefully be able to stack up some pretty decent damage over time on these guys. I'm kind of okay with you marking my Hellion. She's got the most HP out of anybody here. And you can double mark if you want. I mean, that is also okay. Let's use Iron Swan to see if we can't focus down the back. It's a rare fight that I am considering the Rabid Gnashers to be the least of my concerns, but right now that's kind of how it's working out. Okay, again, more bleed. Very good, very good. Okay. Probably worthwhile to concentrate some healing on her, especially considering she is marked right now. And then, why don't we go ahead and get a Shadow Fade on him? That'll get the stun and get us in position to start using poison darts in the future. Ooh, big hit. Alright. One of these guys down. I do consider the fungal artillery to be the most dangerous, and maybe of less concern. Are you kidding me now? Maybe of less concern with the corpse mechanic being in place, but I always really hate it when they're able to slide all the way forward, as they then get some really crazy attacks from the first couple of ranks, that like AoE blights, and I don't really want to see that happen. Ugh. The rabies and hysterical blindness that we have managed to rack up, kinda not my favoriteest things. Let's go ahead and whiff. That was actually what I was just about to say. Let's go ahead and whiff that attack. And alright. Health has been staying very, very good though. So I'm not terribly concerned yet. Oh, of course she's taking... that's huge. 4 per round, and for the next 3 rounds. Okay. One thing I didn't initially notice myself, this is a little bit deceptive here. Hopefully I get a chance to demonstrate it. But like it says 4 damage per round for 3 rounds. We'll take a look at that again in just a second. Okay, got bleed on him. Did not apply it to him though. If we could get light 3 for 3. Okay. Resisted spotted fever. Jesus, we are getting diseases left, right, and center here. I think everybody is going to need a trip to the sanitarium by the time we are done. Okay. Wicked Hack. Didn't quite get him there. Okay, 4x2. Not demonstrative of this, but what I was going to say is she may not take 4 for every round. It doesn't actually refresh the number of turns. I thought it did. I've read several guides that say it does, but in my own testing, it would definitely appear that it is just dependent on how much you actually have. Like, they overlap, but they do not refresh. Due to the... Okay, he's gonna take... I need 2 on him. Oh, the kill is also nice. I needed to heal her most of all, and so I figured why not use the attack that also heals. Hound's Harry would probably be my best option here. Got him down to 2, which is surprisingly not enough to kill him. We'll just do that again for the self-heal. Alright. Not terrible.
So too will
not
resistance.
Fantastic, but not terrible. I believe this is going to be a stress relief, and that holy water helps. Yeah, alright. Took off 30. I can live with that. So I don't know how well I explained all that, but basically, you might be inclined to believe that every time you apply bleed, that it refreshes all of the bleed the character has. You know, so that if you're doing 1 damage over 3 rounds, and then the next time you put it on, it says 2 for 3 rounds, and then 3 for 3 rounds. You might think that that means that you're going to do 9 over the next 3 rounds, but it doesn't. After the next turn that you do 3, you're going to find that then you're doing 2 for the next 2 rounds, and then 1 for the next 1 round. Like, oh my god, that's awful, and we no longer have any ability to get rid of it. Okay, well, she's just going to take a massive amount of blight damage. Ugh, I'm really hating that. 12! That pretty much single-handedly put her into critical Status. Oh my god. I don't want to lose another grave robber. I don't want to do it. Can we just keep her alive? That is what I'm asking for. We could just keep her alive. Okay. Try for the Hound's Harry's. That was a less than stellar outcome from that. Okay. Really should remember. I'm not sure if I have adrenaline on her or not, but she may be able to cure her own. Good dodge. Blight stacked by these guys, though. Ugh. Nope, she does not have adrenaline. Alright, well that's fine. I'm gonna focus Iron Swan-like on these back rows again, though. Good bleed. I really do need... Like, everybody needs healing. Okay. The 2s are good. If I could consistently get 2 party heals every time, that would be fantastic. I don't think I'm going to. Mark Prey. Okay. Well, Port's at almost max HP, so he could stand to be targeted for probably a round or 2. The Houndmaster has pretty decent dodge chance, but that's kind of unreliable. It's kind of like saying that the Grave Robber has pretty good dodge chance as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and flashing daggers into the middle rows. And then with that, okay. Okay, 1 down. This is where tides start to turn. It's kind of funny considering the the missions, the level 2 adventuring parties, you know, going to fight a boss. Surprisingly, not as difficult as the damage curve goes in the game. It's like the level 2 characters going to fight a boss are probably going to have an easier time of it than level 1 and level 0 characters just trying to clear a level 1 dungeon. Okay, 2 for 3. He's down now to 1 to 1. Okay. Interesting. Did I catch it like right before it disappeared, or does that attack clear? I can't like check information on these guys or anything, can I? Did that attack clear his poison? I'm gonna be checking obviously in the video after I'm done recording, but that's how it looked to me, is that he was gonna be taking not his poison but his bleed. He was gonna be taking 1 more round of bleed, and then he did a groping swipe, and then it went away. 1 for 2. No? Well, that can't have been it. Maybe I just looked at it right before he attacked, and then he took the damage, and that was just the final round of it. That's real weird, though. Okay. And see, so here's an example. Like, the final, like, rounds of this, now it's down to just doing 1 damage again. Like, it's peaked, and the initial bleeds that were stacked there are now worn off. And we can renew it, and now it says 2 for 3, but on the final round it's not going to be doing 2. It's probably the best demonstration of it that I was likely to get. This could get rid of him, and by could, that's still true. It did not, but it could have.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Okay. Getting a little beaten up now. Of course, I had to mock them for not doing much damage to me. I really feel, you know, the blight might have been the biggest reason for that, though. It kind of threw off my healing and got me behind the curve on being able to keep everybody sort of topped off. I believe this path, we'd have to do a room battle, or a hallway battle rather, regardless of which path we took. This path would include a little bit more treasure, so that is going to be our choice. Get into here, And we'll pop some torches before we get into the next fight. Like this torch, for example. Okay, unburned torch, a little bit of gold. Go ahead and do another one there. And then, how far are we from being able to camp? Pretty far. I'd probably like to do it here, like on this leg. We've either got 2 or 3 left. Again, if we get maybe a good scout off while we're down there, it might change my opinion of things, but that's at least the strategy I've got roaming around in my head right now. Okay, good. Let's whiff that attack. That seems like a good plan. At least the flashing dagger's connected. Gonna have to heal him. Yeah. Okay. We could one-hit KO him, or we could do the absolute minimum amount of damage that that attack can do, and therefore leave him alive to blight us. Of the two strategies, I'm not sure that I can agree with Bonvale's plan there, but gotta respect her. She's a strong, independent woman, and decided that that was the path she wanted to take. Man, can you imagine, like, if I actually wanted to cure off all of the blight that I've been inflicted with on this adventure, I would have needed, like, a 12 stack of anti-venom? I wonder if I should be considering, you know, this does get a 15% damage versus beast.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I wonder how worthwhile that damage boost is, and if I should be trying to capitalize on it more in the fights where, you know, we've got 4 spiders, for example. If instead of using Hound's Harry, I should just be rolling straight damage, because that would do like 3 to 7. Yeah, single target times 4. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. I mean, I guess it's situational, which is absolutely what you want, right? Like, no attack is just inferior to any other attack. That seems like good game design. There's instead situations where one is better than the other. Yep, veins are on fire, heart about to burst. I'm right there with you guys. I understand. I can't pass it up. It's a grave. She's a grave robber. Oh,
Finding
yeah.
the stuff is only the first test. Now it
Grave
must be
digging
carried home.
pays off sometimes. Okay. What do I want to do here? I could get debuff resist but less damage. Like, I could put that on her. And then 500 gold or new stack of deeds. I think I'm going to stick with new stack of deeds. I really do need the deeds. Yeah, that'll be the plan. We've got gold. Okay. Go ahead and pop the torch.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Okay. Good scout. That's like... Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We know that there's going to be a fight here. Let's go ahead and go this way and then just all the way down. Well, wait. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we don't have to explore 1.4 rooms. I'm assuming that's just going to be 1. So we could go this way, up, and then down. Maybe. Yeah, let's give it a shot. This would need stuff we don't have. So instead we're going to get zoophobia. I think it's like bad stress resist against beasts. Yep. Also, we picked up spotted fever, which makes blight easier. Picked up rabies. The syphilis ain't so good either. Hysterical blindness. Okay, it's not affecting her right now. Man, that would actually be minus 20 accuracy. Like, that's huge. So if her stress gets too high, she basically can no longer hit the broadside of a barn. And speaking of getting stressed too high,
tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
we'll go ahead and not have enough shovels again. Largely due to Villehardain's greed at seeing a grave.
The way is lit.
Yep,
The
that's it.
path is
I'm
clear.
totally blaming it
We
on
require only
characters from the video
strength
game.
to follow it.
I didn't do it. I was just playing to type, man. Okay. Out of 3 torches. It's not too bad. We'll probably do at least one more fight. Ugh, these guys were not the fight I was looking forward to, though. We'll go ahead and get that out there. It's not too bad. Anything, the AoE and the damage over time, I feel like are both superior choices for attacking these guys. Not the worst stun in the world, considering it's coming after she's already acted for the turn. And they could have chosen to use it against multiple targets and instead just used it against her, which is A-okay in my book. This would be like... Oh, they have 0 dodge. 0 dodge. That would have been like the best time ever to stack like 2 Hound's Harries would kill these guys. Missing it, of course, makes that a little bit harder to pull off. Thankfully, we can always count on our Hellion. How about this time? Maybe just a little. Yeah, a little there. Let's do 3. Man, it's surprising how much they want to grave nibble on the grave robber. She is not our tank, okay? She is not a tank. Please stop attacking her. Oh my god.
Death
This is why I can never keep a grave robber alive.
Concentration.
I go into fights where every single attack is against her. Oh man. Like, we went from not stressed out, health is okay, to 71 stress and 1 HP. I'm loving it, man. I'm absolutely loving it. Nice. I don't think the 15% damage really came into play there, but I'm still okay with that. And if anything, if she is going to be a tank, she's a dodge tank, right? Like, that's the only way that's working. I don't know if, like, she's plus 60% stun resist. Finally, they're like, yeah, maybe we should stop stunning her over and over again. We've only done it 4 times in this fight.
The greater the glory.
Okay. Ugh, that was messy. That was real messy. Okay. A little bit of
The
torchlight.
light, the promise of safety.
Pop into here. There should be nothing. We can just double back. Yeah, that stress number is a little high. A little bit of the munchies. Okay. We don't have a scout on this room. I'm hoping it's empty. This is bandages. Eerie spiderweb. Okay. Accuracy, but decreased dodge. Okay, we did have enough space for it. If we need to clear an inventory slot, we can throw that on our Vestal. Alright, traps are taken care of. They should be basically an automatic with our grave robber along for the ride.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Okay, quest complete. Awesome. In that case, we'll just go ahead. We'll continue. And we'll just make camp.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against
Don't have enough
the
food for the
coming horror.
de-stressing. That's actually kind of awful. Let's go ahead and pray. Get everybody to reduce a little bit of stress. Nobody was religious. Okay. One companion reduced stress by 25. Okay. Self-only. Yeah, right? Like, she's got spotted fever and hemophilia. Let's see if that can remove one of those. Oh, wow. Removed both of them. That's amazing. Okay. Digging that. Totally digging that. Let's see. 26, 19, 36. I'll go ahead and use it against her. And then use that against her. Okay. Pains me to say, but I find your skills adequate. Quite the compliment. Quite the compliment indeed. Stonework? What's stonework? We're in the middle of the woods. A little bit of treasure. Why not? We'll just step down, grab the curio, and it's a pack. It has a map inside that does nothing, and we're out of here.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
Okay. We cleared a little bit of the road. Pretty decent haul for heirlooms. The deeds are very much needed right now. Got our 2 characters up to level 1. Nobody made it to level 2. Reflexes, but misses the spots pretty lame. Runes Tactician's not bad. Manic for money. And Eldritch Hater. Okay, I can live with that. Go ahead and get back to the town.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
Alright, and as you can see here, we removed Deviant Taste. I also, for the very first time, I had Savigny get his positive quirk, Runes Tactician, made permanent. And the reason for that, go over it now. Basically, the idea here being, I'm going to put the melee damage and the Unholy Trinket on him, coupled with Runes Tactician, or Runes Tactician. That should give him a huge bonus anytime he's in the runes, which is a lot of unholy enemies. Like, he should be able to lay out just some very, very high damage hits. And that's kind of the build I'm going to try for with him. And then, let's go back into here. Also, we did finally remember to put Poussin last episode into the sanitarium to get rid of his 3 diseases that were just crippling him. Thankfully, all 3 of them got taken care of in a single week, which is very nice. I like that split of the disease and negative quirks, so that the ones that are really crippling are fairly easy to get rid of, and that's really, really great. See, we've already got... Let's see if there's anything we only have a level 3 of. Like a bounty hunter, for example. We could probably take another bounty hunter on. I can see that working out.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
Alright, so Love It gets additional crit for range skills and thick-blooded. We might try to build him out like as a purely ranged bounty hunter. And maybe we'll make Vipont here like a purely melee bounty hunter and see if those 2 distinct builds for the character class can work as well. Alright guys, I'm going to do all of the little cleaning up stuff that I might need to do off camera. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more videos daily. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.